What is going on, guys? It's TK and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna take a look at our OG dragon attack. This was the best dragon strategy throughout 3 town halls. That includes town hall 14, 15 and 16. This right here is the original, I would say, OG, like really simplest way of using dragon, and basically, as you can see on the name, HYDRA. Yes, you can see, you can upgrade your minion prince, you can upgrade your sneezy. I tried to bring you this army because obviously my friend was kind of attacking with it in CWL and I really wanted to showcase it because it's just so traditional. We are all used to watching RC charges right now. A lot of people, you have to put so much focus on the RC charge. Even if you want to use dragons, you have to keep 11 RC charges, like 11 invisible, just keep on going. No, guys, this is way too simple than what you imagined, man. Let's move and see how these attacks are done. Just watch out for this barbarian. Whenever you collect it from the clan castle, you always need to minus it because you want to clone the yetis. This is the important part. So whenever you get the barbarian or archer or whatever one housing space, always go and minus it. If you don't have 340 housing space, count one dragon out. That's what we're gonna see. And you can add more loons, for example, how much ever your housing space is. But I have 340, and the link down below of the army will be 340 army. So obviously a lot of people might have it already, so I don't know how that works. Also, notice you don't use any crazy snake bracelet or, for example, insane like epic equipments from the queen, like the mirror, or for example like the giant. You can literally take some time, upgrade your equipment, and use this simple army in anything, in wars, tournaments, and CWL, legends, everything. It works absolutely amazing. But without any further ado, let's dive into some attacks. So my friend Paladin is here, and let's take a look at this. Going with the giant arrow on the opposite sweeper of that one, he has the king in front of the queen, baby dragon on the top side, and spam them in. Simplest way to use the dragons was this throughout, as I said, 3 town halls. And notice, this base gives us the clone value, but I'm gonna show you a bases that they just simply don't. Now, his clone spell didn't even get that much value. You could have cloned the other side of the town hall to get the splitter or inferno or scatter, but look at the amount of HYDRA that is moving around the base. Even the king died. He's adding the RC whenever he knows the clan castle troops are dead or the clan castle building itself is down. So now with the RC ability, he's trying to provide that tanking and basically damage for the dragons, most likely. And the queen on the right side could have ended up dying, but notice the healers and the freeze on that spitter. It's going to keep on moving with this army. Look at the dragon for the cleanup. You got the dragon riders for the defenses, and then you got more dragons in the core. Obviously, the whole idea of this strategy is to clear the core so your dragons can move around it. Simplest way of using the dragons, as I said, usually what you do now is to get the core and get the funnel with the RC. With the Yeti Bomb, that is the RC method with less spells. And also, you have the RC for the rest of the attack. So, even though the clone wasn't perfect, even though he didn't get the value, went into the sweepers, lost the king quite early on, and the clan castle even got pulled, he still crushed this base. We're going to move on to a few more of his attacks. And guys, it's crazy how this OG army is still working. So what if the rage towers on this base are further away from the town hall? You can't clone them, right? Like, what is the purpose of the Yeti bomb if you can't get too much value? And by the way, don't worry, I will still show you another base that has literally 0 value around the town hall. Now, he's gonna go in with all the spam exactly like the last attack. Baby dragon to funnel, king and queen to funnel the other side, going with the warden ability. He doesn't even care to catch every single dragon. Now this is where the only important thing to get is the town hall, monolith, and the activation of the giga bomb. This is the 2 thing he wants to get. Going on a freeze on the ice golems, kinda crazy, but whatever. We're moving. He's moving into one of the splitters, and now he realized the ice golems are dead from the clan castle, so he adds the royal champion into those dragons. And here is where, whenever you see you're going into damage, either freeze it or pop the RC ability from further distance away, so she gets the value. Now you can see he could even place his spells slightly better. Queen and that healers are still alive going through the base, and this is where his RC ability, as I said, you need to watch out because you don't have the Phoenix on the RC. You have to watch out how you use her ability. And even though the clone spells on this attack was simply for only 2 defenses and they weren't inside the Rage Tower, he still got 3 dragons, Warden, Owl, and also 1 Dragon Rider. This is crazy how much value they can give you, but obviously Inferno Dragons too. Now, one thing you can change and switch up about this army is to count, for example, less dragons or less dragon rider, add an inferno dragon to help you out in this army, or count a few loons or something. You can move around with how much ever like you can find yourself better, but obviously he prefers the normal like regular baby dragon, and sometimes he does use that inferno dragons in his attacks, but it's not too much. So we're gonna move on to one more hit. Actually, I will show you a few more because I just noticed, yeah, these attacks are too quick for the video to just end with 3 hits. No, don't worry, don't worry. I'm gonna make the video slightly longer so you can see more variety of versions of attacking this. Now this one, look how far the town hall is, and he's going into a sweeper. So his idea was trying to get the core, exactly what you would get on an RC charge. So here in this case, he just wants to get the core so the dragons move around it. He doesn't need the dragons to go into Inferno Towers, Gigabomb, Spitters, Monolith, and the traps that are hidden in that core. He wants the dragons to move around and finish on the Town Hall. And the beautiful thing about these OG dragon attacks is that you have spells. Guys, when was the last time those guys who use mass invisibility, when was the last time you really enjoyed dropping spells for your troops? This is something I want to get back to in Clash of Clans. Like, obviously, with the amount of RC charge strategies out there, it's insane. You can use it even with like Valkyries and Super Valkyries. It's crazy how nearly every single attack right now, if there are no events and event troops, it's RC charge. So I really wanted to make sure there is certain things that, for example, other players can also use, and it's very simple. It's been in the game and it's quite powerful. As you can see, you don't need the town hall with the Yeti bomb. You don't have to care for it. You can just go opposite side of it into a sweeper, into damage. You can have the king and queen to protect each other on the side, and of course that's how crushing these attacks come down to. Obviously, as I said something, it's about your army camp spot. So this Inferno Dragons is really helpful sometimes. I would put a link with the Inferno Dragons for those who have more army camp spots, so you can copy exactly this one. But using spells for your dragons, man, that's something that I've missed watching, not even doing. I've missed watching people use spells on dragons. It's crazy. I know it might be a crazy take, but that's just me. Let's move on to another hit. Now, I show you a few Rage Tower bases, and also on the last 2 attack, I want to show you double poisons. So, a core Town Hall that has literally nothing to get with 2 clones. If you had 4 clones, maybe that would be another thing, but he even missed the opposite side sweeper. And guys, look at the clone. He's getting bomb towers and a town hall. It's insane. But obviously, because he has Yetis, he can take down enemy heroes. This is one of the cool things. And one thing a lot of people tell you not to do is to dive into Clan Castle with your like heroes like King and Queen. You want to drop them opposite side. But in this case, there was a monolith. So he rather goes into Minion Prince and the enemy CC than going into a monolith with his king and queen, because obviously you don't have skeleton spells. Now look at the amount of troops and dragons he has. He can go with free spells because he got some, and he can go with RC ability. The attacks are really quick. What a beautiful spell on the top side, keeping the queen alive, but unfortunately she ended up dying with the giant bomb, and also keeping the dragons alive. As I said, This army is everything, for example, a free-to-play player in Town Hall 17 can ask for. It's everything a player who rushed to Town Hall 17 can ask for. It's just so simple, the way it works, and the way it doesn't take away all those epic equipments and like levels and the ores you need to spend. I believe everyone already have these equipments, like the giant arrow and the healer. These are two common equipments that was first released for the queen. And then you got the regular equipments on the king, nothing too fancy. You got the regular equipments for the glam warden, two common equipments, and of course the RC you can move around with her. You can obviously notice if you don't have, for example, either of the epics, you can use other stuff like the Hog Puppet Haste Vial. You can use the exact Hog Puppet Haste Vial in this army too, something that been used in the past before these two exact equipments come out in the game. And obviously we have one more hit, and I want to show you another double poison, this time a diamond base. So here we are, we have a diamond layout. This means the town hall is in a corner and the base is kind of diamond shape upwards on the town hall. So what he does, queen ability, he even misses that sweeper on the left side, king in front of the queen. He's going with every single thing in one corner. Guys, I'm telling you, it does not get easier than this. So take some notes. Now, what he needs to do is a good clone spell. But notice there is a lot of traps on the sweepers. So now he's just cloning on the monolith. He's like, you know what? I don't care about the town hall. Just like that box space. Guys, the troops are so strong, especially with Rage and Freeze and your RC intact, that people forgot how strong dragons were before RC charges. And RC charge just made any strategy even like easier and easier to use, obviously. But this one is just showing you how you don't necessarily need it. So we have Rage on Queen and the few dragons. He's going around the Giga Bomb, which is the funniest thing in this attack. Who cares? The Giga Bomb is never going to get activated, and it's insane to think about it, that this is one of the things that was inside literally the past 5 town halls, and it's crazy, it's insane. But I don't know, man, I don't know how I feel about the Giga Bomb being on the outside. Obviously, I just hope we get one more of it at least, so we can like have it multiple like versions of, you know, kind of spots to put and at least get it activated, because sometimes in a lot of attacks it doesn't. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this strategy and army, and the link as always will be down below in the description. Make sure to check the other links down below as well. In case you want to order something from Blueprint website, you can use code TK, and also make sure you join the membership if you're interested in buying the Legends League bases throughout the entire season. All the links and the information will be down below in the description, so check it out. And also let me know down below in the comments, what strategy are you currently using, because I'm interested to see how simple it can get. Even simpler than this, I don't know, man, I don't know. This might just be the most simplest strategy in the game, and it's one of the OG ones. And hopefully again you guys enjoyed this. See you soon later, take care and peace.